Hi guys, here from Sailing NV. This week we bring you in some normal maintenance job.
Hello and welcome back to Sailing NV. As we get ready to sail along the rugged northern coastline of Borneo, Timo's been tackling everything from cutting a hole in our foredeck to becoming a luthier for the day.
You know I love modify my boat.
So let's dive into a week of satisfying projects before we finally head back out to sea. First up is the Autopilot. On our trip up to the boatyard, it started making strange noises. So before taking it apart, Timo went down below deck to listen while it was running, trying to pinpoint where the sound was coming from.
We are here with the piston open in front of the computer. We got to try to do one test and understand what noise give and why. What's happened to my pilot? Here we are in the tank room. We try to do the test. We try to find the reason. For me the problem is here. There is a one bearing broken. But I want a feeling where is the problem, because when it's installed there is plenty stuff on. For example, the new universal here is very rusty. There can be one problem making noise. But this universal we have to find a good one in stainless steel. That is not so bad. It's not perfect, but it's not so bad. You have to go to the autopilot display, switch on in auto, and do plus 30, after minus 30, plus 30, minus 30, and continue like this. Please, auto. Minus 10. Stand by. Out again. Plus 20. Minus 20. Plus 20. Minus 20. Nothing, I don't understand now, because you don't do the same noise you do when it's installed. Oh, I have to try to service all. You see slippery? In one side don't go, in the other one sometimes go, but also slippery.
It's not gripping.
Don't gripping. I find plenty dust of consumed material. Now you see also shaking. I have to open here and see.
Since Timo still wasn't sure what the problem was, he removed the drive unit and brought it to the workshop for a closer inspection. It's a mechanical linear drive that connects directly to the rudder quadrant, an electric motor and gearbox that push a ram in and out to steer the boat automatically.
Cazzo, guarda, we find the problem. You see, no more one teeth. Is a completely chafing. You see, finish, no teeth. That is the problem. Now we have to only find this one, new one.
Here, Timo's cleaning and greasing the ball joint that you saw before looking pretty rusty. This is the pivot point that lets the steering arm move smoothly in all directions. Keeping it clean and lubricated means the autopilot and steering system run smoothly without unnecessary friction. Even though he'd already found the problem, with the whole unit now on the workshop bench, Timo decided to give it a full inspection while he was at it. Here, Timo's checking the electromagnetic clutch, the part that engages when the autopilot's activated, locking the gears in place so the motor can steer the boat.
Here Timo in the workshop, I try to do one service rebuilding to our autopilot ram. One of the first problem I noticed when I open is one of the anchorage of the bolt, how can I say, shaft, is broken, the thread inside, and there is no more space for thread in. I use it one very special epoxy putty for stainless steel. We use it in a previous video for the mast. And I anchor it again strongly, but when I try to move this one, I see if it's glued correctly like the other one. You see they are strong now. I noticed this one move. Okay, it's the engine. The reason why we start to service is because the gear wheel in plastic maneuver the belt and transport the movement to the ram be completely chafing, and when I try to remove I broke because it's completely crystallized the plastic. Now we're looking for this one new, but the kit have plenty other parts that cost a lot. In the end we take the decision to buy all kit, and now we try to understand why this one dancing. I fixed the play of the electric motor, the 3 bolt have take a play, now they are tight. Maybe when I have the spare parts I go to rebuild everything also with the Loctite. At the moment we not finish the service because the parts we ordered they still not here. This is the system, this is the belt. This is the belt normally stay here and transport the movement, but for work normally there is this one here. You can work directly on the shaft. Normally there is this plastic wheel here. It completely be chafing and there is no more guarantee to transport the movement. I understood when I start to making a lot of noise and the ram don't respond anymore correctly to the power. This is the magnet. You go to attach and transport the movement or not. In this one have a lot of play, also this one, but I think have to be like this because like you see the system of holding is one clamping ring. Have to have a play for her, but anyway I go to open and check. Quindi we wait in the new kit after we substitution the plastic gear, and we open this one and we check the other parts. Hey, sorry I not show you the video during the changement of the parts, but the new plastic wheel is new, is arrived, the belt is installed. I open these parts all because we have the new components. But after one analysis, I saw that they are in the same condition, the new one, and then the other day I say, why change now? If something work on the boat, it's better to don't touch. But really, there is no play. I open, I watch, I greasing, it's all perfect. Quindi we go to install, we see how can work.
Are you helping?
Yeah, but now we need to do some work here first before we do that chain work.
You're in Daddy's workshop?
Yeah, but Mummy, the vacuum is out at the toilet over there.
Right, what kind of work are you doing?
Well, we're just only doing a bit of work here.
Bit of work.
I'm not doing anything.
Oh, aren't you?
I'm just only sitting here and watching.
Supervising. You learning something? You learning something? Well done, Neem.
Okay, here from Sailing MV, it's coming very necessary in the last few years to have one access from the deck to the chain locker. If I want to hoist the anchor, I have to be able to maneuver chain and control switch by myself from the bow and not need to go inside to the boat, inside to the bow to make in order the 100-meter chain for don't stop the windlass by big pyramid of chain. I do one hole at the moment for this year. This is going to be the system. Now we see how we can remove. Okay, now don't go to be super nice in the beginning, but I have to seal the foam and making something more smoothly possible, and a little bit also reinforce. In the future we go to regrinding and doing a vacuum, one nice job, but at the moment we are in north of Borneo and we need to be sure we can sailing, we can maneuver the anchor. But for example, I already saw here, is already reinforced the wall connect to the hole, and is exactly how can I wanna making the job. It's a smooth, no necessity to be grinding now. It's only when I go to redo it. Perfect. Now, like this, I can maneuver the chain. I can inspect also the motor of the, yeah, you see, it's not super nice here, but still very strong and seal. Inside, outside. In reality, below this fuel air of 45-45, there is the unidirectional. I'm making one big ring all around for give structure support to the hole. One hole is never one reducer of the strongness of the deck, because in the end of the day the structure of the deck work by itself, but like this is all redistribute the force. The cap can be glue. I wanna be sure I go to have one position of the lead I like, I block, and now we go to glue and screw. I put some silica, don't exaggerate because it's always too much the quantity of silica. It's always go to over excess. I take the decision to put quite straight position the cap. Now you see it's over excess everywhere. This is the important. Be sure overflow out everywhere. Now it's perfect position I like. Also this one is not perfectly in line, but I like the screw in line. Now we have to drill, screw it and clean. We do after because when we screw we tight more and over excess more. We leave the silica like this, go to seal the screw. After we clean the excess all and the end. It's very nice. It's so many here. I have to go 3 here, 2 here. I have to go inside every time I will oyster the anchor and talk with our beautiful Holy Land headphone. And now we can still use it, the Holy Land phone, but from outside. So difficult when you do one job always with the phone on the end. Sometimes I say the YouTuber, they know when we do the job we do always with one hand with the phone, the other one to work. The diameter I do the hole is good because I feeling the screw pull. You see, we pull the screw. Okay, we pull a little bit in the opposite side. We try to pull all in the same time. Quindi we do like a star. Like this we are sure is going to be parallel to the deck. Watch. When we start to pull a little bit, you see, start to pull, and now we go here, like a hexagonal 6 star. We have to always alternate from one side to the other side, for be sure we distribute the load. Watch, if start to pull, up, the overflowing. Now we go here. See why I not clean before, because there is no way when I clean I go to re-squeeze the silica and come out again. Okay, this one and the opposite side, and we can tight hard now. Voila, overflowed. Okay, quindi now we start from this one and tight, boom, this one, boom, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one, this one. Is hard, is hard, is hard. This one already done. Okay, finish the start.
And the final step is cleaning up the seeker.
We're sailing to every kind of boat. We're sailing to Deco. Then we will pirate.
We're sailing to the boat.
we're going to that one.
To take their treasure.
Yeah, because
They've got loads of carrots.
yeah, and that's the treasure.
Yeah, we have to get the chocolate carrots.
And then we just drive over to that and then we have to drive over to Everhope to get our treasure.
Yes.
Last week stopped to work our foot pump. The foot pump normally is installed here, and if you see, the power of the pump is very low. The power is very low. When happen is because some leak on the membrane on the pump. I already inspect the pump because I have one full set of replacement membrane and rebuild kit. But you have to know that pump, I don't want to say the brand, but that pump every year we have to change because every year abandon us. The membrane break, but what break is the case, the housing in plastic. This is our classic manual foot pump for the salt water of the kitchen. Every year start to leak or have some problem. They are very fragile stuff.
It's quite rusty, those screws.
Yeah, oxidate. Maybe there is one crack in the pump. That's the thing. It's a plastic. Sometimes a break. And now I don't know if it's too safe. Probably is also related to the position where we pump, because we pump really sideways. The pump is installed from the beginning very far away from the sink. Reason why now I wanna modify. You know, I love modify my boat, and I wanna have the pump straight in front of the sink. The problem is here there is the door of the storage. And also about the pump, we don't wanna use it anymore. That brand, other YouTuber, sailing YouTuber, they comment and they say this pump is more powerful and strong to the other one. Other one, they have the same problem after 1 season, 2 season, that pump abandoned. This one have the one cost double to the other one. We go to install. They are all the same, but maybe the housing is different, maybe is more strong. Already I see the pin is not I really don't know. But we go to install and we see how much moms or year go to work. And when we go to install, we go to try to install on the center of the 2 door. I want to try to install in one position. Okay, when we close the door, the door go to hug, they go to be all round to the lever of the pump. Not only I have to modify the door, but I have to also build one structure for making the base of the pump, because when you push with the 80 kilo man on the lever, the pump don't have to wobbling or dancing, don't have to move, have to be very solid and rigid. And probably I have to laminate one structure, one floor in fiberglass. Now I go to see how can I want to do it. And the pump go to replace this piece of wood, that is the stop of the 2 door. The pump go to be the stop of the 2 door. But this is the piece in foam and fiberglass. I want to use it like a support for the new pump. The pump go to be exactly on the middle to the 2 door, like you see. Also, when it's in correct position, I have to cut a lot of the door for give the way to go in, because when I go to close the door, they go to hit the lever. This is approximately how can have to be the pump. I start to put the screw. I have to assign the floorboard to the storage. I go below like this. You can see I have no more space to go in. At the moment we have to redimension all and cut. Now I unscrew it and sign the board, because the board have to be cut here approximately like this. Now I grinding and expose the fiberglass below the primer and the top coat for give more glue string to the new fiberglass patch. Like this now with the Cloydosilica we have the good glue for give a lot of spots and string, because when you pump on the pump have to be very strong. After already grinding little bit the panel in fiberglass and foam here for predispose for one lamination in fiberglass or carbon, but at the moment I want to just glue, install all pipe and hydraulic. The panel to the floorboard there. I redesign. Now I go to cut and we try to see if I fit properly. And then I cut a little bit more big for be sure the panel can come out and go in. Okay, other step done. I cut the door for give it the space. It's not a perfect cut, but that's what it look like now. In the future I go to sanding more, but that is the new position for pumping. And finally I go to be really in front to the sink before the pump is there. I'm very happy. And the door work properly. Now is glue with the Cloido silica, and we're missing the lamination there, but the pump is all screw. We leave it 6 hours and after we go to see how look. The pump is installed. For determine where is out, where is in. Normally there is one arrow, but also if you pump you can feel the air pump out or the air suck in. Alors, this is the sink, is the out, and this is the line in where suck the water from the sea. Tight. Now the line out from the pump. Now we test it. We open the valve. But they have to be perfection. And before we pumping like this, watch how much uncomfortable is. But yeah, now I'm quite comfort because I do for 3 years. But now we use it not the point, because you can use it also the point, but I find it quite comfort to stay in this position.
I'm just only coming to get down. Well, it was deep for them to swim away, and then they could tow the boat of them, and with all of their sand stuff. Now I'm gonna bring it inside the beach, okay?
Okay. Next up is replacing our fuel tank, deck fill, cap and hose.
Now I remove the old cap. Is this one? It's very big. And I go to put the pipe 1.5 inches. Reason why I go to use it this one. I really like. I go to be installed like this with the right diesel in front to the position where you verse the diesel. The cap got to be like this, a manual tight. There is the seal, there is one rubber seal. Now we seal with the gun and we go. Seal and glue and screw it. Now we have to install the pipe below. Here from the technical room, the intake for the fuel is installed. It's not the best pipe for fuel, but because there is no permanence of diesel inside to the pipe, it was only passed straight in. I don't think it's very bad. The connector, I'm quite happy. I find the solution is solid and seal. Done. I'm very happy. Now I have to close the cap because you can see the light, because the cap on the LED on the top is not fit. Pronto? Sì, ti sento. No, pensavo che fosse saltato.
Now everybody can do this.
Yeah. Disco.
No, il cane non devi.
What are you doing, Tao? It's not a climbing frame. Tao. Tao's trying to play with his bottom.
Allora, dimmi cosa.
Tao's doing the bottom song.
Cosa ha detto?
So it's been nearly a year now we've had no water maker, and there's a lot of rain here at the moment, so we thought we could turn our tarps into rain catchers. Whose wonderful idea was that?
Mine.
Oh no, Timo!
Queste qui insieme. Che no. project rain catcher. We are here in Kudat, and this is the real company can make in canvas. Also for sailing boats, they are quite expert. At the end of the day, if you buy this umbrella, they really have a lot of experience in realization of the bimini and spray hood. And sometimes they stitch also sail. At the moment they follow my project, the old tapling of MV. We want to transform with the PVC gray in some rain catcher. This is the owners, is a good tailor. Yeah, this is the name of the company. You find here in Kudat. It's good job. We go. This is approximately the system. The rain I got to collect in this folder. When we have to catch the rain, we can tie it like this. When we don't catch, we can extend. We can remove the straps. We arrive just to the deck. Here there is one very complicated system with the straps. And one is ready done with all his attachment point, with the rope for slide inside to the rail. And this one, we have to attach the red attachment for clip the pocket for the rain. Like you see, the rain pocket in one side is more short, in the other side is more high, and making this angle where the water have to collect. Here I have to put the attachment point for the pipe. Here there is the system with the red straps for keep in tension the tapling and the roof. Nothing is very nice. I'm very happy. This is the result of the rain catcher we do yesterday. It's not super exactly what I wanna do it because for example here I wanna have one attachment point here for try to keep this one more in tension, but look like can work. I can collect the water on the drainer. Now we do one test with a bottle of water and also protect from the sun. You see there is some bad shape because there is no button on the top. There is 4 different attachment point. Probably there is another stick, another button, probably is more intention, but the result is not bad, and probably go to collect all water in this corner where I have to make one drainer with the pipe. Last modification, we add one pipe. One is ready done. Let me see. The pipe is there. This is the additional pipe I chose to have, and go to work like this. We go to I have to put inside the next pipe. I'm really happy. The result now with the double pipe is very good. The water collect, you see, collect all in this rapid connector. After that there is one pipe that go here, and opposite one again is very nice. There is one little bit angle for collect all water in this side. From there it's quite tight. I think it's nice. Ed ecco a voi e watch the new tapling. Very nice, the line of the boat with the rain catcher. You see? Very nice. Missing only to connect the pipe, the tank, but they are ready, done. Now it's windy. Look like more strong to the one we have before. They're very tight in tension. Now we start this job. Today I got to transform me in Maestro Luthier. The guys built a music instrument. I'm quite worried because the traction got to be made from the string is correspond to many ton, and trust only in the glue. Also try to slide inside the very thick glue is not easy. I understand if I manage to separate. For the glue coming necessary to disconnect because the crack is made by 2 layers of crack. If I glue only between, probably the glue don't reach the end and the next time cracking the next one. Plus it's ready completely the laminate from the other two sides, this side and the back side. Now like this we had the opportunity to do one good lamination. Now we start. We have a epoxy marine glue. I think it can be strong enough. We try to make it impress with the clamps very hard and try to give the opportunity to cure. We wait in 12 hours and we go to see. I don't know how much can be strong the glue to hold like this, but it's epoxy glue for wood, marine wood. More strong doesn't exist. It's a clamp very hard. It's glue not only there but all around, also on the back. In the end of the day, but better can be. You see, I can clean there now. I can try, but very difficult. We go to see. Maybe it's better to leave like this and make it more strong.
And the repair worked. Thank you, Captain.
1, 2, 3. Dovete fare 1, 2, 3. Pronti? 1, 2, 3.
If you enjoyed this video, we'd really appreciate it if you could click the subscribe button, like, comment, share it with your friends, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future episodes. If you'd like to support us on Patreon or with a one-off donation via our Ko-fi website or PayPal, I'll put the links in the description. Thank you. You made it.